Come close, my friends, and sit by the fire under the baobab tree. Today, we tell a story of wit and wisdom, of choices and consequences. This is the tale of Tortoise and the birds, a story passed down through generations, its lesson as timeless as the stars above. It all began in a small clearing, where a great commotion filled the air. The birds, in every color imaginable, flitted about with excitement. Word had spread of a grand feast to be held in the sky, a celebration like no other. But as the birds prepared, a pair of curious eyes watched from below. It was Tortoise, sitting under the shade of a shrub, his mind racing with possibilities. A feast in the sky, he thought to himself. How extraordinary. But surely such a feast could use the presence of someone as wise and eloquent as me. Tortoise was known for his cunning. Some said he was clever, others called him a trickster. But Tortoise thought of himself as the smartest of them all. And so he approached the flock, his steps slow and deliberate, his voice as smooth as honey. Dear friends, I have heard of your magnificent plans for the feast in the sky. What a splendid occasion this shall be. And what is a feast without a spokesman? Someone to bring order, eloquence, and wisdom to your celebration. Allow me to join you, not as a mere guest, but as the voice of your noble gathering. Bluebird. Timidly. But Tortoise, you have no wings. How will you fly to the sky? Tortoise. Ah, dear friends, your kindness and generosity are well known. Surely together you could lend me a feather each. With your help, I shall rise to the sky and honor your feast with my words and presence. And so, the birds, trusting and kind-hearted, gave Tortoise the gift of flight. Little did they know, Tortoise had a plan of his own. The feast was a sight to behold. Bananas as golden as the sun, papayas bursting with sweetness, and nectar that sparkled like dew. The birds chirped joyously, their wings fluttering as they settled around the feast. But Tortoise had other ideas. Tortoise. My dear friends, as your chosen spokesman, allow me to speak on behalf of us all. It is the custom in my village that the spokesman must eat first, as a gesture of respect and blessing. I shall taste the food to ensure it is worthy of this great gathering. With a sly grin, Tortoise began to eat. He devoured the ripest fruits, sipped the sweetest nectar, and left barely a morsel for the birds. The feast, meant to be shared, became Tortoise's alone. The birds, once trusting, now felt betrayed. Anger bubbled among them as they watched Tortoise feast while they went hungry. They decided it was time to teach him a lesson. Parrot. Tortoise, it is time to return the feathers we lent you. You no longer need them. Before Tortoise could respond, the birds swooped in, plucking back their feathers one by one. His wings, once magnificent, were reduced to a heap of colorful scraps. And so, Tortoise began to fall. He tumbled through the clouds, the wind rushing past him, the ground growing closer and closer. Down he fell, crashing onto the earth with a mighty thud. His smooth shell, there once his pride, was now cracked and splintered. Though he survived, Tortoise bore the scars of his greed forever. Tortoise, perhaps I was too clever for my own good. And so, the tale of Tortoise and the birds reminds us that greed and deception, though tempting, lead only to downfall. In the end, it is honesty and kindness that help us soar. Thank you for joining us for this tale. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories under the baobab tree. Until next time.